Kat Iniba and welcome to Halo Halo, the show that aims to spotlight our very own talent. And joining us today is a very talented actress who's been in the entertainment industry for over 10 years. Her latest project is a new musical called Waterfall, which is playing at the Pasadena Playhouse up until June 28th. Make sure to catch it. Here to tell us more is Elaine Marcos. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Now, tell us a little bit more about the musical that you're in called Waterfall.
Waterfall is a modern day love story. Well, it's modern day. It's set in Thailand in 1930s,
Right.
with beautiful epic music by Richard Maltby and David Shire. And
Academy Award, David Shire,
yeah,
right?
yeah, that's right. Awards. Yeah, it's a beautiful epic musical. And it's one of those love stories,
Yeah.
or one of those stories where you feel for obviously the characters and whether or not they get together or not. You want them to, but do they or do they not? I don't know. But there's also a waterfall.
Yeah.
So there's all
okay,
that
I was gonna
stuff.
say, where does the waterfall fit into all of this?
It's in there. Yeah.
Now I hear it's based on a Thai short story about a boy who is sent to school in Japan, right?
Yes.
And kind of falls in love with.
Yeah, so it's a love
American.
story, forbidden love, unrequited love.
Yeah.
So that's what it's. Yeah, it's based on a Thai novel, Behind the Painting.
Okay.
Yes.
Had you read that before you got the role? Or
No, no, not at all. Sometimes I do a project and I'm just like, okay, what is this about? But no, I had not.
You like the
actually read it.
challenge, right?
Oh, I love challenges and
it's
risks.
fun.
Just diving into things that I no, but I didn't know too much about it. But I knew who was involved, and
Right.
it sounded like such a great project. Having done Miss Saigon before, and knowing
Right.
that Richard Maltby had written the music to that, and I thought it'd be so amazing to be part of a new musical, full Asian production. Like there's
Right.
the cast is, except for the lead woman, it's an all Asian cast.
That's
So to be part of something like that,
Yeah.
it's kind of amazing because we don't usually have those opportunities to create roles
Yeah.
and to start,
Yeah,
pretty much-
especially right now with all the controversy about people casting Caucasian actors for Asian roles.
Absolutely.
And there's this play right now that's at the Pasadena Playhouse
Yes.
until June 28th. Now, what's your role?
I play Nuan,
Uh-huh.
and she is a traditional Thai servant in the 1930s, and she's someone who, just like anybody else, is dealing with change. And when you deal with change and are reluctant to change because you don't want to change,
It can be a little
it can be difficult.
right?
And if you've ever seen anyone who's very passive aggressive, that's who I play, kind of, in a way. My behavior, in a way, is very traditional, yet it's a strong character because she reminds me of my mom in a way, where she's very strong, but sometimes she doesn't say what she wants to say. If anything's, let's say, bad, she doesn't say anything bad, so it's kind of, well, I'm not going to say anything at all then, so it's one of those fun characters where I might not say a lot, but physically
It says a lot.
it says a lot. I can look at you and
Oh, yeah.
it's
Growing
like-
up, that's all my parents had to do. They just look at you and you'd know what that look would mean, right?
Exactly. So this role reminds me of that, of not really needing to say much because the body language and the eyes and a little smile or even an eyebrow could mean a lot. So it's a fun role to play.
That's good. Now, for people that go and watch the musical, what do you want them to take after watching?
Well, coming to the theater, that's the first thing that I want people to really embrace, is the fact that you're in a theater and you hear the live music, and there's nothing like live music. I love to listen to music anyway because it changes my mood.
Right.
Or if I'm sad and I want to stay sad, I'll listen to Celine Dion and it'll make me sad. If I want to be happy, I'll listen to some funk and, get all funky. But listening to live music, we have a 13-piece orchestra. Wow. We have music that tugs at your heartstrings during love moments, and then I just want people to realize that the theater is a place where it's live and it's happening in the moment. Nothing's taped. When things go wrong, they go wrong, and you get to see it.
Yes.
So that's the first thing I want people to really enjoy about the theater. And then you have a musical like ours where people, it's always nice to hear them sniffle and cry because you realize, oh, you're with me, or you hear them laugh. So I feel like this musical has all those aspects. And if you want to have a moment and cry in a theater, this is one of those moments. But you'll still be happy.
Yeah.
It's still fun.
It'll take you on a journey.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Now take me back on your journey. How did you start in acting?
Well, like everybody else, like all my cousins, my mom put me in ballet and piano. Oh, I didn't continue the piano, but at least I studied it enough so I can still apply it, because I don't play the piano. This is my instrument instead. But I would be in dance classes, singing classes, and then during high school I just kind of continued it, and I realized that I always loved watching sitcoms with my dad, and that was a big thing, is that I always wanted to do skits and sketches, and actually that's what brought me out here to LA, was so I can focus more on more sitcoms, and I love that. So that was kind of my in, and as I continued more of my dance classes and being in theater in school, I realized that that's something I love to do. I saw Miss Saigon when I was in high school, and I recognized that there were a lot of Filipinos actors on stage. And I realized I want to do that.
And you did.
I did, finally. It didn't happen like that. It took me a while to figure out how to sing properly, because because my parents would always just have parties and we'd all sing, you know, karaoke. That, you need some training still. You can't just go in and sing, how will I know? You can't just go everywhere and just sing what music songs. You actually have to train. And so it was something where I loved doing it, and my parents saw that I actually would really pursue it if I went to school, and I went to school in New York, and then I kept on auditioning for Miss Saigon, and then finally that was my first Broadway show.
Yay, congratulations. Fast forward to now, you have a play, Waterfall, in Pasadena. For more info and for tickets, where do we go?
The Pasadena Playhouse.org.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Pleasure chatting with you.
Thank you.
Again, to watch the musical Waterfalls, make sure to go to the website that you see on the screen. It is playing up until June 28th, so don't miss it. Time for a quick break, but we have more entertainment and lifestyle news when we return.